Okie dokie.
I'm going to tell you a scary story. Now, this story is not scary for any of the reasons you might be thinking. No, I didn't piss myself in an Arby's. There's no monsters, no ghouls. But what makes it scary for me and for you is the relatability of it. And this story is about something that we all go through in life. Being a cringe, weird ass kid. Doing weird shit. Especially to strangers. Weren't a lot of kids on my street. So I tended to play outside by myself a lot. Because there really, like I said, wasn't any kids. So this story takes place circa 2014. Five Nights at Freddy's was taking the internet by storm. The first game had just came out. And with that popularity that was arising from it came many, many recreations of that game in another game called Gmod. And I ate that shit up as a kid. Now, unfortunately, I ate a little too much. My tummy got a little too full. And it led to me doing something that isn't wrong. The people involved probably don't even remember it. It's probably a distant memory, like some fucking Ark survival shit. I don't even know. So it's some random day, 2014. Every day, I am just consuming Gmod Five Nights at Freddy's content. Specifically, a lot of it having to do with the one pack, the first pack that came out that allowed you to actually spawn NPCs. And if anyone here can recollect back to those days, as I can, you will know that they weren't the best models, and they had some pretty funky animations. But that was like my mental image, because it was the first time we had seen these characters not in like a PNG sort of very flat way. I decided to go outside and play. I think I even wound up talking to some of the other kids down the street for like 5 minutes. At some point, I don't know what really coerced me to do this, but I started pretending that I was the Foxy, specifically the Foxy from that mod on Gmod. And with that came hitting his like neutral standstill pose that he would hit whenever he wasn't chasing you. If you don't know what that looks like, I'll give you an example. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Big L, that wasn't that bad. I mean, you were just a kid. I'm sure no one thought anything of it. I was trying to make the face too. So I was kind of just standing. I wish I could like transmute a picture of what I probably looked like into your head, like via telepathy or something. But just to give you a vague idea, I was standing there with my mouth agape, eyes like widened, staring like downwards, sideways, and hitting that pose, just standing there. Not like in my backyard, mind you, in my front yard, on the sidewalk. Well, unfortunately to me, and I'm sure these teenagers, if they remember this, they look back on it and they get a shiver down their spine, knowing that such a thing exists in the world. They probably thought I was some fucking failed government experiment. But lo and behold, these teenage kids come walking down the road, and I'm just fucking doing this. I'm just sitting there, and to no surprise to anyone, they're like, "What the fuck is this kid doing?" Out loud, in front of me. They're like, "What the fuck is he doing?" They're like giggling and shit, and they're like, "What the fuck?" I then proceeded to start like chasing them down the street. Chasing is a bit of a strong word. It's not like they were running for their fucking life. Surprisingly, I probably would have ran for my life, thinking this was like some Stranger Things shit, where I was like a fucking weird alien baby that was gonna eat their face. But I started chasing them. Keep in mind, like in my head, I think I look like Foxy. I don't look like a human anymore. I think I look like Foxy. And I'm not just chasing them normally. I'm doing the run that he does in Gmod when you spawn him and he chases you. I was trying to replicate that. And I almost want to give you an example of that. But I think even doing it now as a joke for a video, I think my stomach would actually like curl up, twist around, and turn into a black hole in my stomach and eat the planet Earth. It is so fucking icky to think about me doing this. Eventually, I just kind of like stopped, continued doing the pose, by the way, and just like they just kind of walked off while I stared at them like that. Actually, you know what? I think I might be recollecting wrong. I think I actually turned around when I was done and and ran back in the same fashion. So there's a little tidbit of my life that haunts me to this day, and I wish I never did. But also at the same time, it's fun to recollect on things like these and just reminisce on the good old times of being a stupid fucking kid who just didn't have a care in the world. That's pretty much it. I just felt like talking about it. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. See ya.